Good evening and welcome to Xbox Tavern's X-Pod Tavern, episode 57th.
Yep.
On this Sunday evening at 8 p.m.
Quarter past 8, yeah.
Ish, gentlemen, ish. You don't need the real time. Right, yes, thank you very much for joining us once again. I am Jamie and I'm joined once again by Daniel.
Hello.
Sorry, ladies' favourite Daniel. Scottish Gruff Ross.
Hello.
Billy Man Ian.
Hello.
And MPV Graham.
Morning.
How are we all, gentlemen? Have you had a wonderful weekend?
Spectacular.
It's been good.
For my member of it, yeah.
We had a dusting of snow. It was very festive.
Whoa. Oh, getting into the spirit. Ian, what do you mean what you can remember of it?
I got very drunk last night.
Oh,
Best way to beat.
Outrageous.
how's your
Outrageous.
hangover?
I think it's still here. I don't even want to function. But we'll get through this podcast and see how we go.
We will.
Can't be worse than Jay's drunken podcast.
We're drunk on the podcast.
I was going to say we don't talk about that one.
No, we do
As
talk
it was-
about it. You just can't remember us talking about
Well,
it.
exactly, yeah.
As he was texting us, going, "It's not working." We're like, "We can see you."
We can see you falling asleep.
And if you'd like to see that shit show of a thing, go back at episode something.
The E3
Right.
review show.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, that was terrible times. Anyway, what's good times is talking about video games and Xbox and the news. Let's get straight into it, shall we?
Yes, do it.
Yes.
Do this shit.
Yes.
So, topic of the week, as you might have seen from the thumbnail before we clicked on it, is The Outer Worlds 2 has seemingly been in development since 2019. So, in a rare turn of events, I'm not going to say a lot this time because I don't really know anything about The Outer Worlds. So, Ross, why don't you tell us all about this?
I'm just really excited that if they've been doing it for 2 years, that makes me think we might not have to wait loads and loads of time for it to come out. Or
When did the first one come out?
2017, I want to say.
17, yeah.
Let me just consult my handy friend.
Oh, Jeeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking more just like the Googles.
Okay.
I'm
Outer
pretty
Worlds
sure.
was
2019.
2019. Holy shit!
Ooh.
So they've been working. They must have just started on this right after finished another one. So yeah,
straight into it.
So Outwards 2, obviously it was shown off at E3, which was quite a different trailer, as in they sort of took the piss out of themselves quite a bit. Like, we don't have a setting, we don't have a main character, we don't really have a story, but Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah.
It was quite a tongue in
He's a
cheek.
generic man.
Yeah,
Like
so
Outer Worlds 2.
it was quite funny, but so apparently they released Outer Worlds on the 25th of October 2019, but Outer Worlds 2 was, so they're probably looking at roughly based on what they basically found like a job advertisement from Obsidian that was looking for a production director, an executive or an acting executive producer, saying that the full-time job started September 2019, October 2019, in that sort of time frame. So from that, they've sort of taken that must have been where Outer Worlds 2 started production, aiming for a release in late 2023 or early 2024. So fingers crossed, we're going to get that for sometime soon. And being an Obsidian game, and usually like Outer Worlds 2 wasn't tiny, I wouldn't say it was Fallout New Vegas size, but it was still a fairly it was still a fairly lengthy game. So the fact that they're already a couple of years into it, getting which I probably imagine will be to Dan's happiness after his comments last week, a 50 hour game. And
If your our other Ross is from Tavern, he did in like 20 minutes from speedrunning it.
Speedrun it.
Yeah, you can speedrun it. Finish 3
speedrun it.
glitches you can do.
Yeah, there's
and then-
glitches in the first Outer Worlds where you can complete it. I think, was it not 12 minutes? And IGN did a video saying devs react to Outer Worlds speedrun.
Yeah,
And it was
12
like
minutes.
12 minutes done, and that was the whole game start to finish. And the devs were just like, shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
How'd
they
you do
brought
this?
the devs back. They brought Obsidian back to do a Fallout New Vegas one. I think the Fallout New Vegas one was something like 23 minutes or something
Yeah, something
to do the
ridiculous.
full
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas. So they obviously took it quite tongue-in-cheek if they were willing to come back and do both of them. But if we're getting a 40-hour, 50-hour game in the next couple of years, which is they've already confirmed won't be coming to PlayStation and will be in Game Pass day and day, that's, again, it's another bit up on the chalkboard for Microsoft saying we've got big whether or not you call it AAA or not, it's a different story. It's still a massive open world RPG type game.
Yeah, it was
So,
decent.
It was fun. I loved Outer Worlds. And their DLC, what was it? The Mysteries of, or the...
Oh yeah,
The Murder on
of
Eridanos,
something.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Murder,
Yes, I
that's
did.
what it
Yeah.
was. So, Touchwood, another game coming to Xbox exclusive. Obviously, you'll be able to get it on PC, but you know what I mean. So, hopefully, next 2 years, we'll be seeing that.
Touch wood.
Happy
I
days.
think maybe next year. You never know. Be surprised.
Well,
Wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
they're saying now the fruits of all their labour, isn't it? That they've obviously this gaming holiday, all of a sudden the exclusives for Game Pass is quite stacked, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I would imagine as we go into January, February, March, we're going to see at least one, maybe two, touch wood, kind of exclusives, Xbox exclusives.
Okay, I'm throwing something out here massively, and this is on a whim. It's not going to be an exclusive, but keep your eyes on the Tiny Tina game for for Gearbox in Game Pass.
You
Just,
reckon?
Yeah.
You think that's an
just
option, do you?
keep your eye on it. Gearbox have been tweeting out a lot of stuff recently, and Xbox have been liking or retweeting it. I don't know if it's going to happen for definite, but being a massive Borderlands fan, I've been keeping my eyes on everything to do with the Tiny Tina's Wonderlands game.
Of course, of course.
I wouldn't be surprised if that gets mentioned for a Game Pass game. Maybe not day and date, but that I could see that coming to Game Pass.
It's a different sort of Borderlands, isn't it? It's like a
It's-
turn-based thing. Is that right? Or
It's basically, it's not even turn based. No, it's basically Borderlands. That's all it is. But it's what they if you've ever played Borderlands 2, there's a DLC called Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep,
Yes.
and basically it's Dungeons and Dragons. They call it what's the bunkers and badasses. They call it in the game.
Yeah.
And what it is basically you've got your characters like you would have, and the whole roll for initiative, and basically you roll the dice, and that dictates like your gameplay throughout the thing. So there's like a bit where you have to try and talk down a dwarven overlord, and it happens to fall to Brick, whose solution for everything is punch somebody in the face, and he has to roll to see what he'll do with this dwarven overlord, and it is punch him in the face, punches him, and then all these dwarves start attacking you. It's very much they've just expanded on the DLC into a full game. So you're basically playing in like a Dungeons and Dragons type game where you'll have like mages and warriors and rogues, but set in very much the Borderlands art style, the Borderlands comedy, the Borderlands baddies, everything like that, the loot and everything. So that's what they're going for in this Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. But keep an eye on that one for another exclusive or another Game Pass game at least.
What do you think, Graham?
yeah. Do you know
Yeah,
what? I was going to make the same gag. I was going to. You beat me to it.
Thanks for that, Gray. Your input was amazing on that. What about you, Jay?
I think the only person I know who could turn a story about Obsidian game into a story about Borderlands would be Ross.
It was Game Pass related. Shut the fuck up.
Great. You were quite a fan of the Outer Worlds. Are you excited about the sequel? We looking forward to it?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely keen on jumping on that. So yeah, the earlier the better for me. But yeah, no, they ticked quite a lot of boxes. I would have called them. They were just up there for most of the AAA games. It was quite a decent playthrough and plenty of content with it.
I do think this announcement has made me really want to go into it now. I think I keep putting it off.
The first one's still on Game Pass. Is that right?
I believe so.
Yes.
I think so.
Let's have a quick
Did that
look.
not launch? No, it didn't launch in Game Pass, did it? No, it did launch in Game Pass.
No, I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Game Pass.
That was
Yeah, but it launched in
they
Game
was
Pass as well.
launched in Game Pass. I think before the acquisition became official. So I think it was 505 published it, but they still put it on Game Pass day one. I think.
Private Division says it.
Sorry, Private Division. Sorry, not 505.
Yeah.
I've only played about an hour. It was all right.
Oh,
Like
no,
Fallout New Vegas, I lost interest very quickly.
In fairness, Outer Worlds didn't have a patch on New Vegas, to be fair. Anyway, it's a great game, but New Vegas is one of the best open world RPGs that was ever made. So
It's on sale at the moment as well. So if you haven't got Game Pass, you can buy it for $16.49.
Happy days. Happy days. Daniel, any opinions on the Outer Worlds?
I did want to finish it.
Story of the life.
Yeah, exactly.
Shot horror.
I enjoyed what I played of it, yeah, and it did give me that kind of Fallout New Vegas vibe, which it should do. But it was
Complete
just
Fallout
that.
New Vegas.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Anyway, let's not talk about that.
I was curious, actually. That wasn't a joke, that.
Okay. But now you're going to turn it into one.
Of course.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And I think it was only set for, was it 15 or 25? It wasn't overly long. I remember them stating that they intentionally didn't make it like a super long RPG.
I think you could drag it out to do it all with like your side quests and your leveling up and shit like that. But the actual main part of the game was, as you say, 15, 20 hours. Yeah.
But yeah, it's something I need to get back to. But backlog, and the longer you leave things, it just keeps growing bigger and bigger. So maybe I'll just go into number 2. Oh, Cyberpunk, Watch Dogs.
Oh no,
new one.
I'm getting on a sidetrack if I go.
Anyway, let's talk about news.
Let's barrel on, shall we?
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to that. Maybe again, Game Awards is in 2 weeks roughly.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see another trailer or something perhaps from that.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, we'll see.
Even if it's just another tongue-in-cheek one, it doesn't have to be anything. It's like even if they've got a little bit more of an update.
I mean, I suppose the only thing I would say is it's a bit early to be announced. When did they announce E3? Wasn't it?
Yes.
But that's that's only 2 years away. That's not that long compared to some other games.
True. But I'm always more of a fan of like the Bethesda style. Announce it 6 months before and release it.
Like when you've done that with Fallout, that was fucking awesome. Like this game will be available in 6 months' time. Sorry, what?
Need to do that. That's definitely the way
definitely.
forward. I
I
think.
mean, it could be worse. It could be Fable.
I mean, that's what I was going to say.
CGI
you got Fable.
You've
got. I mean, even just with Obsidian, you've got Avowed and now Outer Worlds 2. And there's supposedly we talked, I think last week or week before, about another project they got in the works. So just chill out, just make the games, and then tell us when they're ready, and then you go, surprise! Like what they can do with Half-Life 3, just drop it one day.
Don't have fucking another scale-bound issue.
Exactly, yeah.
Fucking heartbroken at that game, man. Heartbroken.
Well, something to cheer you up. Well, maybe cheer you up if you're an Xbox FanFest member. Xbox been sending random gifts to people.
Yeah.
Again, if you're a FanFest member, you could possibly have had a package turn up on your door, which included the Xbox 20th anniversary controller, a nifty little engraved glass thing with the date, and I think it had your gamer tag on it, and 12 months of Game Pass.
It wasn't the Halo 20th edition controller. Have you not?
Not the Halo one, sorry, the Xbox 20th edition.
No, it was the Halo one. It was the Halo Infinite Limited Edition controller, not the Elite. It was just a Halo controller.
Oh, the one that comes with the Xbox, was it?
But it was cool as fuck.
Yeah, it looks pretty nifty. It's
Nice
certainly better than
black
that
and
fucking
gold
Gucci one.
accents.
Everything's better than that Gucci one.
Nothing's wrong with Gucci, anyway.
But yeah,
Smells
this was just like a random case of they picked people from FanFest at random and sent them out a nice little package. So if you got one of them, lucky you. And if you didn't, like us, I assume none of us got one anyway.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure someone would have mentioned it if they got one by now.
Yeah. I'm surprised Dan didn't get it.
My luck's not that good. My luck's not.
I mean,
I think it was US only, wasn't it?
I didn't see that part, but I mean that would make sense because they tend to get all the best perks and prizes and stuff. But still, pretty nifty of them to do. Didn't have to do it. Actually, speaking of like the 20th anniversary, I know it's sort of past now. Did you guys check out the museum the other week?
Yes,
I think we spoke about it sort of in our own lot of private chat.
Yeah,
how cool was that?
That was awesome. That was cool because
it was fun. Yeah,
it took you back to like you could look at all your OG Xbox stuff. Then you got your 360 Xbox One. It was awesome. That was a really nice.
Like a little MMO type thing, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say it, but PlayStation Home style thing where you could run around and you could look at the achievements and explore the console's history and the Halo's history specifically.
So do we all have a proper look at it and like have a look at what our like stuff was for this like in general for like your whole Xbox career?
I did. I can't remember it now.
I was I'm sure it was a drunken mess, wasn't it?
So I've got mine's up there. So like shit shock horror, most played action adventure game, Borderlands 2. Most played most played shooter game, Borderlands 2. Most played RPG, Mass Effect 2. You're seeing a lot of fucking shocks here, aren't we? And then the for some reason top 5 most played games: Borderlands, Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, and The Witcher Wild Hunt. Who would have fucking seen that coming?
I mean, it's hardly surprising your selection of games there.
Shock there, isn't there?
I'm just trying to load mine up now real quick and have a look. Anyone else got theirs to hand?
Yeah. What we're talking about?
But I don't want to talk about mine.
So I actually sent it in the chat. So
I've seen yours. Go on, Graham. Do yours first.
No. I can't. It's so stupid. The top 5 games I played were all FIFA.
So Jay's has top 5 games. Action adventure was Minecraft. Sports was Rocket
Yeah.
League. RPG was Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm
Shooters
right.
was Rainbow Six Siege. And action adventure was the XVA EMEA application on Xbox 360.
We all remember that classic game.
So, and as
the
Graham
hell?
said, FIFA 13, FIFA 10, FIFA 12, FIFA 14, and FIFA Soccer.
My most 5 played games is Apex Legends, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone, Grand Theft Auto 5, Killer Instinct, and Rainbow Six Siege.
Killer Instinct, that's a bit out of left field.
I fucking loved that when it first came out. I
Wow,
was
that's
addicted to
that's
that.
a bit of a wow.
Yeah, I think for the first 2 years I was quite competitive online and stuff playing with that.
I've always
I
seen
did a
it,
lot.
but I've never really been like that clued up about what it was. I know it's a fighting game, but
Yeah.
it sort of strikes me as like Microsoft's. I know it's not the same as Smash, but it's like Microsoft's idea of like their own type of game.
I
That's,
think it was basically trying to outbeat Street Fighter because obviously
Yeah.
PlayStation went to Street Fighter, so Microsoft bought the Killer Instinct franchise instead. But for me, yeah, I absolutely love Killer Instinct. It's such a brilliant game.
I can't even find mine. I'm not even going to bother.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at mine now. Most played game for the last 2 years apparently is Minecraft. That is thanks to my 2 little
I
children.
was going to say, I'm pretty
who
sure
have
that's
just
not
been-
because of you.
I think I've probably played it for about 5 hours total.
I'm half expecting like mines to start showing Roblox at some point and be like, I don't play Roblox.
I did quite like you said, the detailing games. You can get the different achievements and
Yeah,
like
like
rarity
what game,
achievements.
like your
and,
rarity ones, and
yeah, there's a lot of
what-
information there.
what game you've got the most achievements in and things like that. It was just it was something for nothing. They didn't have to do something like that, and they just put it out there, let you have a look at it. And people who are gamers tend to like that sort of shit, where you can go in and look at all your like past stuff and things like that. So
Yeah, True Achievement is something similar when the Series X first came out. Or
Yeah.
was it like
it's
a couple
just
years ago?
it's just a nice little touch.
Yeah, I think I'm sure they used to do it about 2 years ago. Every Christmas time, you would get
Yeah.
like your own
Yeah,
personal.
for the last year, but I mean, this goes
This
right
goes
the way back.
way
then.
Oh
back.
yeah, I mean that's
This
yeah.
It
goes
tells you
back-
when you first logged into your consoles, for example.
I'm going to go for one better. The first game I ever played. So this, I thought it was a different game. So it shows how much I know. The first game that I ever played on my own Xbox console was Top Spin 2. Tennis game.
Nice.
Was the first game that I ever played on my Xbox. Oh, where the fuck I pulled that from, I have no idea. But I thought it was going to be like Project Gotham. I would have put my house on it being Project Gotham.
So is that telling you the original Xbox One? Because I can only see
No,
360
It's
Xbox
just
One
it's just showing you the first Xbox game I ever played under my gamer tag.
under your game tag, yeah.
Yeah, which I don't think's right because that's not my original gamer tag. I lost my gamer tag from another account. So it's just showing you from my original, but from my chaotic 8389 one,
Yeah.
Top Spin 2 was the first game I ever played on the Xbox.
I've
Number
got
of
my,
games played 1,156.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, I remember yours.
I don't
Yours
even
was
think I'm in the
mental.
hundreds.
I've got my first game per console here. So 360 was Halo 2 because obviously backwards compatible. Xbox One was the incredible EA Sports NBA Live 14 demo.
Oh,
Nice.
And then
Nice.
Ghost Runner apparently on the Series X, which I don't think is right, but I definitely one of the first ones I did try. How many games you say playing, Ian?
1,167.
That's
Well, that can't be right because my one's saying 1,733, and there's no way I play more games than you.
No, that's impossible. Yeah.
So yeah, yours must be way higher than that.
yeah.
There must be a zero
something
missing.
that's stacked up differently.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
no,
couldn't
maybe
fit them all on.
it's Maybe it's 9,000. No.
But yeah, no, like I said, I'll put the link in the chat if you want to go and check out your own museum.
Yeah, I've currently got it pulled up.
like I said,
now 'cause of you.
there's lots of interesting information about you and about
What was your
in general,
most
about the
played game
consoles.
completely?
Top
Number
five
one.
most played?
Number one. Number one was Minecraft for you, was it?
Yeah. Supposedly, even though there's no way that's fucking right. The only thing I would have liked to have seen, you see, they got like the rare achievements and stuff you've earned, and the first one you've earned. It doesn't tell you what game they're from. It just tells you what the achievements
Yeah,
called.
I noticed that.
And
Oh,
I'm
wait,
sure you
has-
could obviously do
Has
a bit of
anybody
digging.
actually
But
really explored the Xbox
I could probably
360
work mine
section?
out.
No,
No.
not yet.
So they've actually got a full section dedicated to the Red Ring of Death.
Oh, I saw that actually. Yeah,
Nothing like fucking ripping the piss out yourself,
yeah.
is there?
They're not afraid to dig in and be like, yeah, we fucked up.
Sorry about that, guys. Yep, sorry, we fucked up.
Yeah, so go check it out. There's lots of information. I don't know how long it'd be up for, but
It's
I imagine
really
they keep
cool.
it up for a
it's
while.
just like a really, like I say,
a lot of really cool stuff.
It's something for nothing, and it's just a really cool little thing just to have a look at.
Yeah.
So no,
So, yeah, again, search Xbox Museum or look at the link in the chat, like I said.
total titles
check it out.
played 401.
What?
Yep.
I've got 1,038.
Total titles played 401.
Dan's is like 25.
Oh, I didn't have the patience to go find it, but I'm sure mine was around 500-ish.
My biggest year of ever looking for gamer score was 2017, where I had a fucking mind blowing 9,290.
Ian brushes up in a day,
Ian knocks
doesn't
it off in a month.
Yeah, so that's a day's work for me sometimes. I think mine was in the hundreds.
Yeah, so go check it out. It's very interesting.
Oh,
And if you were lucky enough to get a fan for thing, send us a link.
yeah,
Send us a
definitely.
picture. What are you going to say, Russ?
I was just going to say, I've misinterpreted. It was one of the first games you played was Top Spin 2. It doesn't necessarily mean it was the first one.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Happy days. So, Xbox is 20 years old. Yeah, that's right. That means we're all 20 years older than we were when we first got it, which is very depressing to think about. So let's think about something good, including the Series S being a best-selling console over Black Friday. So Tom Warren on Twitter.
Did you put an
As
asterisk
you
next to
want to
this?
We're going to get to that part. He says the Xbox Series S outsold the PS5 and Series X on Black Friday, according to the Adobe Digital Economy Index, which is something I've never heard of. But he said, I don't find this surprising at all since Xbox Series S is regularly in stock at many retailers.
Yeah.
And then his very next tweet is saying, I can literally buy a Series S right now on Amazon and have it by tomorrow.
Can you buy the Series X?
Can you buy Series X or indeed the PS5?
No.
Probably not.
It's like estimate. It's like it's a false narrative, but technically it's still correct.
It's still correct.
It is accurate.
And,
He's not lied. He's
I
just
mean,
there's
the
a
Series
stipulation
S-
to it.
I think I know myself and Graham have got one. Has anybody else got a Series S yet?
Not yet. No, I'm gonna get one from when
Just
I get
because
my
I've got a
screen.
Series X, that's all. I probably will get a Series S for for my wee man's room, so he's got like an Xbox here at all times. And if I'm being honest, you don't like. Even if you're a PlayStation fanboy, right? And I totally understand people prefer PlayStation over Xbox. No responsibility on that. I still feel like you're really naive not buying a Series S.
At that price, yeah, you're mental,
Yeah,
aren't you?
like even if you are the biggest PlayStation fanboy, people like Halo. Halo's a massive game. You can't deny that. You buy a Series S, you get Halo.
Exactly. It could, yeah, you have to Game Pass, but still.
Especially now it's free
Yeah,
to
you
play
have
as
to
well.
get Game Pass, but you know what I mean. But not
Oh yeah, but the Eventually is actually free to play. You're right.
yeah.
technically
So
you
if you
don't
get the multiplayer, then you buy your Xbox, you've got Halo multiplayer. End of story.
That's it. Yeah, because you don't need gold anymore for
No.
multiplayer either.
So even if you are the most fervent PS fanboy, why would you not? It's not. I get 250. How much? Is it? 250,
250 pounds. Yeah.
250 pounds. It's not pocket change. I'm not belittling the fact that 250
That's
pounds is
one
still
thing.
quite a bit of money. But even still, 250 pounds to get you a next gen console, because it is next gen. It's better than the Xbox One. It's better than the PS4. Why would you not?
It's a cracking machine. It's
It's
really,
like
really good.
ridiculous.
I mean,
I really thought it'd be much better offers though for Black Friday.
But the
Yeah,
UK
I mean,
never get the good offers though. It's
Black
always
Friday
the
in general
US
has
that
been a
gets
bit
it.
naff, though, isn't it?
But US are
Um,
always better than us for our offers. I bet you if you were in the US, like, because I was looking at for my PC, I was looking at graphics cards, and Newegg in America had loads of offers for rare as hell graphics cards because there's a massive shortage just now. You try and do that in the UK, nothing.
No.
So
price
Hopefully
is the
tomorrow,
price.
because tomorrow is Cyber Monday.
Monday's usually a bit better, but not massively in the UK.
But for online side, it's better.
Oh,
yeah. So
definitely,
tomorrow,
yeah.
I think tomorrow will be the time I would get one if there's a good offer. If not, I'll just wait till I get my X screen and then I'll probably just buy one because it's still the same price.
You know what? I was going to bring up the X screen because obviously, as I said, Series S, best-selling console of the holiday top thing. Can you imagine? They must be laughing their fucking socks off at the minute because they're
Did
going to
you
have so many new customers.
But
Well,
did you
potential
see what they
customers.
put up on Twitter? Or was it Instagram? It was Twitter or Instagram. It was somebody in the backseat of a minivan, or backseat of a car. I don't know if it was a minivan. It looked like a minivan. It looked very American.
A vehicle.
and they were on their Series S with the X screen playing Halo Infinite.
That was I saw
Yeah.
that. That
And it was
brilliant.
like, Halo in the car? Why not?
Why? the
Exactly,
fuck
yeah.
not?
And exactly, why the fuck not? If you can, why not?
Because the signal be rubbish. You're going to be
Well,
playing
yeah,
online
apart
with
from
that.
that.
Yeah, of course, you want to play on offline games, but
Yeah.
still.
But you're not you're not going to be playing fucking Call of Duty on the PS5 in the back of your car, are you?
Not unless you got a fucking 18-wheeler to
Exactly.
put it in.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's great. It's a fantastic console. I use mine all the time for traveling. Graham's got one. He uses it. I've fairly bit of when the kids
One's
want to get on
upstairs,
there.
one's
and stuff.
downstairs.
And yeah, brilliant console. So definitely excited to see it selling a lot. Even though obviously, as you said, you can't really get hold of the others, so it's not a fair one-to-one comparison, as it were. But yeah, go
Still
check it out.
Yeah.
It's a great little box. Oh, my little thing's packed in my bag, ready to go for tomorrow. So, anything else Xbox related? No. However, slightly tangentially Xbox related. Did anybody watch the new Games Master reboot? Let's get into this.
now I've heard mixed
Yes.
reviews. I've heard that I think it was Dan that said they've ruined it by making it too classic, too retro. Sorry.
Too retro and cheesy for me.
Oh, hang on. We're going to have to get into that.
I've heard Jay now
Hang
saying,
on.
based on the fact that he's put it into the news story, much better than it has any right to be. I'm torn. Now, normally I don't listen to Dan because let's face it, you're an idiot if you do. So I'm tempted to say more with Jay in regards to how good Games Master is.
That's like rocking a hard place, though, isn't it? Really.
So
I mean, let's
I've
face
got
it.
Dan with his very dodgy decisions at the best of times, and Jay the geriatric. So it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ian and Gray, you've watched it yet?
Yeah.
Yes, I've
I
watched the
enjoyed
first
it.
episode.
I can see what Dan was meaning. There is a few sort of retro cheese moments in there,
That's part of the charm.
but that is part
That
of
is-
what it used to be.
The first guy was really annoying, though.
See,
Beat
I don't
Snap.
like.
Shanghai.
Yeah.
Oh, Shanghai was very much an extrovert, wasn't he?
But he smashed him. But then he
Indeed.
I
smashed
think
him
you're
with
supposed to
Harry.
say
Yeah.
they.
But okay, whatever.
They.
But how did he get his eyebrows like that? That's what I wanted.
They were awesome. I never.
There were
I mean,
little back-
I
backside
imagine they
ears
must
as
be
well.
some sort of famous streamer or something, and as well as being a QA tester. But
Yeah. Well, I
they
think he said he was a
they were like
streamer.
the perfect first guest, I think, to sort of kick things off because it
Yeah.
was a bit out there, a bit
Because
over
you
the
need,
top.
you need someone who's going to basically annihilate in the challenge and actually
Yeah.
do really well.
and
it's
be
pretty well
entertaining
done.
as well. And they did
Okay, yeah.
fucking awesome. I loved it. They were,
Oh, yeah, he was
they,
they-
sma- they smashed it.
very
out.
good, wasn't he?
They were very good.
You'll get there eventually,
I
Dog Man.
can't,
don't
yeah,
worry.
my brain just does not work on pronouns. I'm like that.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
And the girls at Call of Duty were absolutely useless.
They were terrible, but
Dreadful, weren't they?
but they went in with
That's like Dad
confidence.
playing.
Yeah.
Well, she
they went
was
in with
giving it all.
confidence.
Oh, I'm signed with Cloud9.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
I didn't know what Cloud9
That
was, but
contract's
I
gone.
was going to say I'm assuming they've rescinded their offer now.
I-
So yeah, so if you're old like myself and Daniel and Graham, I'm not letting get away with it, and even Ian. And
I love
why
how
not?
I'm like
Let's
I
throw
love how
Ross.
I'm the fucking kid of the podcast.
We'll throw Ross in there as well, just for the shits and giggles.
Hey.
Games Master obviously was on in the 90s. It was fucking brilliant, hosted by Dominic Diamond and with Patrick Moore as the game master.
Patrick Moore's
Um,
Games Master was impressive.
yeah.
And now it's been many years since the last episode of that. I used to love watching that show.
But-
And then they brought it back with what's his name? Trevor McDonald as the games
Yeah.
master.
Sir
and
Trevor
Rab-
McDonald.
Sir Trevor McDonald. And Rab Florence is the host with what are
I
the
like
guys
the
that host? So, no, I thought he was awesome. Anyway, what are it's like Ty something and I can't remember the girl's name now.
Yeah, I can't remember
Oh,
the girl.
okay.
Let me quickly scroll this article while you guys chat something.
It's
It's weird because she reminds me of Gina Davis.
it annoyed me because all of a sudden, all three of them were there. So obviously, he was hosting, and then the two of them was kind of
Frankie
sitting on-
Ward and Ty Logan. There we go.
Oh yeah, and all of a sudden, Ty just vanished, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Where the flipping hell's he gone?" And giving him this kind of I don't know, going into the crowd and talking to people. I was like, "Oh, I don't like it." I just,
No, the crowd. I don't like that idea.
Yeah,
I tell you what I didn't like is that guy that they did the PlayStation
yeah,
VR
Beat
light
Saber.
swords. It's when they cut to him just swiping, doing like
In thin
what
area.
it's like in reality. It's like that's such a mean thing to do. That's what everyone's worry about doing VR is how they look to everyone else who's not playing it around them.
I do think it was played for laughs though, when it with his dad sitting there with the sort of disappointed look on his face.
That dad looked so upset.
It was supposed to be. I found it fun anyway, and he did it. He smashed the challenge.
Oh, no, it was good. But I just don't like the fact that they put that bit in there. That's a quite mean-spirited thing to do. Just watching him like swipe away at nothing.
Yeah. Well, again, it's part of the fun in it because what I liked about it was they kept the humor from the 90s. So even though they weren't being quite so crass as Dominic Diamond would be with his sexual innuendos, I mean, there was a few little ones here and there, but they still kept it just basically ripping the shit out of everything and everyone.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brilliant. More than once did I fucking laugh out loud, and my kids, just because I had my headphones on, Dad, what are you laughing at? I can't tell you.
Yeah. It's not for your ears, I'm afraid.
You just carry on doing what you're doing. Yeah.
You carry on with Minecraft and get that score for me.
Yeah, like I said, I'm opposite to you, Dan, and I think because it adheres so closely to the old show. That's what I liked about it. It was almost like a retro, like playing a retro game. And you go back and think, oh yeah, this is just as good as I remember. This is fucking awesome.
I would have liked so Trevor McDonald looked absolutely daft with that kind of oversight.
Oh, that's the point.
That's the whole point.
Well, hang on, but then it's kind of glitching out. They literally went.
That's the whole point.
I know, but I would have preferred it to look just a little bit more cleaner.
Oh,
it just
that
stuff didn't sit well with me.
That's supposed. The only thing I didn't like Trevor McDonald's too nice. Like Patrick Moore was known for being a bit. I was going to say anyway.
He's working into it. By the end of the show, I think he was digging some. I also liked the way he commented after they fell to their death.
Yeah,
and I love the way they made them pretend they were funny.
Especially the female celebrity. She really undersold it, didn't she?
And like really cheesy like 90s graphics where they're just spinning them around and then they drop into the lava and he goes, "Oh dear."
And then the food comment right at the end where he's like, "Oh yes, I'll have 3 bags of chips, 14 this,
and a bag of Twiglets."
Oh, Twiglets are awesome, to be fair.
But anyway, I've got show 2 ready for record, so we'll see what that's like.
Yeah, it was on just before we started recording, wasn't it? I didn't realise I was going to try and
watch the first episode on YouTube.
I was going to say it'll be on catch up, so I'll probably need to jump in and have a look.
The link in the chat for full.
I'd say the second one will be on YouTube now as well because it was on at 7:00 this evening, I think.
Was it? Is it on a Sunday?
Yeah, I saw a tweet just before we went live that was finished. It was on YouTube. They debut it on YouTube.
Right, it goes up on YouTube. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you're old like us, or even if you're young, go check it out because it's bloody awesome. Hey, right. Let's get into some more news, shall we?
I think we're almost done.
I think there's one.
We're all done with news.
Almost done with news.
About thingy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone is interested in talking about.
You can move.
Let's move
on. Mate, let's move on. So, go check out Games Master. It's awesome. And if you have a chance, go check out the old ones as well, just because I love that show, especially with Dominic Dom. Not so much. What was the other host name? I forget. He took over for a season.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I must have stopped watching it then.
No,
I didn't enjoy. I think it was season 3 he took over, and I didn't enjoy it so much. But when Dominic Diamond come back, especially towards the end of the last couple of seasons. Anyway, we could do a whole podcast about that. In fact, there is a whole podcast about that. If you go search, I was Under Consultation. It's a great podcast about the old Games Master show. Anyway, that's enough pimping other people's stuff. Why don't you listen to us on youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official, which is where we are right now.
See our beautiful face.
That's how we roll.
See Ian's beautiful face and everyone else. And you can listen to us on podcast services around the world. Just search Xbox Tavern. And we'll be there in your ears. And in your face if you're lucky.
Oh,
it's always nice when it's in the face.
And you can also go to xboxtavern.com to check out all of our written stuff, including many reviews, which we shall discuss shortly. And something called TikTok. Don't stop. And all the other stuff. So go search Xbox Tavern.
In fairness, there has been some nice, awesome shorts that have been put up on the TikTok, and definitely worth having a wee look at them.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, go check out. If you're younger than I am, which is probably likely, go check out some TikTok goodness.
I work hard dropping those videos while I'm sitting on the loo.
Yeah, honestly, you need to get on TikTok. Everyone needs to learn about armadillos. It's all about the armadillos.
I'm not even going to ask. So,
no idea.
Let's brush over that one.
You might want to talk about that one as well.
What, armadillos?
No.
Yeah, we will. So,
is it just me? Jamie gone really.
Yeah, Jay looks like.
Jay's been abducted.
I'm being abducted again. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This happens
He's like he's
occasionally.
on Games Master.
Yeah.
Jay's video.
He's
recorded on
taken-
video.
Yeah, in fact, actually, while we're gone back to Games Master, the only thing they were missing really was the kids coming on the screen. Hello, Games Master. I can't beat level 2 on
I
Sonic the
remember
Hedgehog.
that,
Please,
yeah.
can you tell me how to beat
Yeah,
the level?
I remember
anymore.
that. That was awesome.
You insolent boy.
Yes.
Don't
Just
need
run
to.
right and collect all of the rings.
Yes.
Don't need to now, though, do you? You just YouTube that.
Yeah, you
True,
do just
true.
YouTube it.
But it was funny.
It was a cool as fuck little
Oh yeah, I
piece.
used to love that. I used to
And
love
wait, we didn't even
might
talk
bring
about
it
Big
back.
Boy Barry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Boy Barry.
Big Boy Barry's back. What a fucking with his son, little lad Larry.
Little lad Larry, yeah.
What a fucking legend.
I
the pair of them.
haven't seen it, but I've heard many a things.
Oh, it was great to see
It
him.
was
Even
hilarious.
though I knew he was on there because I'd seen it beforehand, I still got a little goosebump like moment. I was like, oh, it's Big Boy Barry. It's his son. We met Big Boy Barry, don't we, Gray?
We
At a show,
did.
an event, I should say,
Well,
did you?
a couple of years ago. Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
head of. He runs this company called
Boy Barry
PDP,
PDP, that was the one, yeah.
and we went to an event for their peripherals and stuff, and he was there. Got to take a picture of him. Everything wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, that's enough. That's my star moment of the week.
Claim to fame.
So yeah, we'll talk about Games Master probably every week from now on. Right, opposite day video game challenge time, gentlemen. And this week we've got another question from our good friend Kalinch. And this one,
That's that man.
Whoop, whoop.
special guest Pete, and he says, "What was the first game that made you take time off to play when it launched?" So let's go for. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go for Ross/Graham.
I was going to
because
say you
they
better
seem
yeah,
go
to
with me
have
and
given
Gray
the same
first.
answer.
I'll say
Tight
let Ross lead the challenge because technically,
You just copied him because you couldn't think of anything.
well, partly because I don't think I've ever taken time off for one.
I booked. I don't want to actually say how many days I booked off this. But I wangled my days off to have 18 days off to play.
That's
this
not
game.
wangling, though, is it? That's just taking holiday.
No, because I didn't have 18 days holiday.
It was sick.
I took 2 weeks off and I made sure that I changed my days off to have 2 days at the start of my annual leave, 2 days at the end of my annual leave. So I got a full 18 days off.
Oh, okay,
I've strategically done it.
roughly.
Yeah. 18 days off to play shit shock fucking horror Mass Effect 2.
Report to the ship as soon as possible.
Yes. So I will be honest, I missed Mass Effect originally. I hadn't seen much about what Mass Effect was, and through a colleague at work saying that they were buzzing at their tits for Mass Effect 2, I was like, oh, I must look into this. Watched a couple of things in regards to Mass Effect 1, watched a couple of things to do with Mass Effect 2, went, holy shit, this game looks amazing. And lo and behold, 300 hours worth of playthroughs later, Mass Effect 2 being the all-time favourite game for myself, was the first game that I ever decided, no, wait a minute, I need to be off for this game launching. So, happy
Nice.
days for that one.
Happy day. And so, obviously, I'm assuming you beat it in that time. Did you just play it once, or
No.
did you go for a couple of times?
I had bet it at least 3 times, I want to say, in that one. Which was male, female, renegade. And
That's
time
some
frame.
going in 18 days. Jesus.
You got to remember though, so I was like Mass Effect 2 because I had
12.
I was basically like knocking them out 20-hour time frames. So that was like 3 days playthrough for me because I was just sitting playing it.
I must have ADD. I couldn't sit still for that long playing a game,
So yeah,
unless it was FIFA.
so it was quite excessive my my playthrough of Mass Effect 2, but it then did drag me to then go back to Mass Effect 1, and again I took more time off to do Mass Effect 3 as well.
Okay. So, did you go back to 1 while you were still off, or was it just solid Mass Effect 2 time, and then you?
Oh
played
no,
one
it
later
was
on?
no like when I took a time off, it was Mass Effect thing. Like that was what I was playing.
Nice.
And then Mass Effect 3 was a little bit less. I think I've only really taken my time off to do around Mass Effect. Mass Effect and Gears. Gears wasn't as dramatic. It was only like a day or two. So like I would make sure that I changed my days off that week to then be off the next 48 hours after Gears dropped. But no, Mass Effect 2, I made sure I had like a full 2.5, almost 3 weeks off to play.
See, that puts even my answers to shame. But we'll go back over to Graham. Sorry, because So you took some time off. Well, you said you didn't take time off necessarily, but Mass Effect 2 is your answer as well, Dave. Enlighten us.
Only because I remember, because I moved back to my parents when I was playing the Mass Effect games, and that's where I was playing them quite a lot. And so I really was all over one, so it would have made sense for sort of me to go a bit more all out to play the second one, because it was that kind of good launch to take time off work. If anything, I probably would have done it for that. But yeah, I'm not sure if I definitely actually took any time off for it, because such a hard worker, I just don't do those kind of things.
I mean, that's. I mean, we don't do lying on this show, right?
No. Straight facts on this show.
Yeah, spit straight facts. Yeah. So do you reckon? Is there any games coming up that you would take time off for, even if it was just a day?
Well, the way I'm going with Skyrim at the moment, the next Elder Scrolls might do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, or any game you'd wish you'd taken time off for.
Not at the moment, I suppose. But yeah, I think the next Elder Scrolls might definitely be something to consider that for. Yeah.
Take about 6 months off work.
Yeah, it's about to say, although however long I take will still not be enough.
Jumping back to me on that one, Jay, I would probably say if there was a game coming up that I would take time off for, it'll be, as we were saying at the start of the show, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Will probably be, if I was to take any time off, will probably be that. So.
And that's in March, is that right?
March 22nd-ish? 23rd, 25th.
Happy days. So we'll be checking in with you the week before that. Ross, how much time have you got off?
Yes.
18 days again, boys.
No, fuck that. I'll just take half my annual leave. It's fine.
I'm sure your wife won't mind, especially especially as the baby will probably be due around about then. Is that right?
April. So yeah.
Yes. I've got to take time off to play this game.
24th of March. Sorry, I said 23rd or 25th. 24th.
We get to 2 weeks paternal leave anyway. It's a new thing, so whether that counts. True.
You can share your
no. Fuck
yeah,
that
I'm sure
shit.
that will go down.
Fuck
I
that
did
shit.
that.
I need the
did
time
that
off,
with my
but you
wife.
need to look after the baby still because I need to take Tiny Tina's one.
Yeah, exactly.
I did that. That was amazing.
No, fuck that shit.
Nice. All right. Well, seeing as you took time off, Daniel, what else have you taken time off for?
I'd always taken time off me. I believe, I could be wrong, I think it was Rainbow Six Vegas.
Really? That's a fucking while ago.
Yeah, that was
It's old, remember?
True.
Cheers. So around this time anyway, I was working on the railway, so my days off always used to line up quite nicely. But I think for specifically taking days off, I think it was Rainbow Six Vegas, from what I can remember. And
So what made you want to take time off for that game?
Do you know what? I couldn't tell. So long ago, I couldn't tell you. I mean, it's almost.
These
What
old
we
man
don't-
brains.
we don't have
fuck
to
as
say
well
the
as used
years
to be.
Yeah, I mean, long time ago.
We don't have to remember the dates.
Back in
Yeah.
my day.
Back in my I
Oh,
think it was
long
just
time ago.
more fluke than anything else. I think I liked multiplayers, like the Call of Duties. I liked that style of kind of multiplayer games, and I think it was by luck that I went, oh, do you know what? I'll take some time off. This game's coming out. Excellent. I'll play it, and it all fell beautifully nicely for me.
I missed. Was it the first or the second one? You say?
Vegas was the first one with the campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember going through it, but you could co-op that the single player, the campaign story. So I remember going around with a mate and doing that. It was very enjoyable, considering I was fluke by buying an Xbox because I was annoyed the PlayStation 3 never came out. So
It never existed, right?
Well, yeah. At the time, I was like, "Where is it? This new console's here." I was like, "Oh, I'll buy that. Fine."
360, and
360.
there we are, Xbox for life.
Xbox for life.
That's how it goes.
Nice. All right, and I'll ask you the same question as well. Any games coming up that you think you would consider taking time off for?
If I
your
could send
wife
my
allow it?
family away, do you know what? I think Halo is going to be the one that I could sit down.
You will never complete the Halo campaign.
I haven't not finished a Halo campaign yet.
You will not finish the Halo campaign this year.
I will totally agree with you. I will not. But it should be cloud play. So
It's like a 15-hour campaign. There's no reason for you not to finish it.
Well, I have family round, so they'll take up my room, but I'm going to hide away in a corner and display it, hopefully.
Dude, you should be able to knock a 15-hour campaign out in a week.
Dan, we're talking about.
In this week alone, I've put out fucking at least 18 hours in the Skyrim.
I
Spoilers.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just fucking rude. Ian,
Hi.
what was the first game you took time off to play video games? Hang on,
I
that's all right.
think for me, it would have to be. I'm trying to think about it. For actual time off, probably World of Warcraft. One of the probably one of the expansion packs. I just think all the expansion packs. I think I took time off just to play them, just so you can get leveling early and quickly. And back in the day when I was playing a lot, I think I remember in one expansion pack, I bunked off work. I didn't. So I said I was sick, and then I actually got sick whilst bunking off work. So I had to take more time off because I actually got sick from playing World of Warcraft too much.
That's the way to do it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm ill. I can't come in. And then
No
literally,
fucking around
I'm
here.
actually still in. I'm actually had like a full week off work because I actually got ill halfway through the debunking off work.
That's how it's done, man. That's how it should be done.
Back then, you never got paid as well.
Exactly.
I got paid back then.
Oh,
So I was fine. I got sick pay, so I was fine. That's probably why I did it. I used my holiday for that.
Use my annual sick days.
Yeah.
I've got responsibilities. I can't do that. So yeah, for me, we won probably a couple of the first expansion packs for World of Warcraft.
Happy days. Happy days. I mean, I'm not going to lie. My fucking PC started shit in the bed, so I missed all of that. But I'm sure you spoke wonderfully.
I didn't imagine you weren't saying anything, so well, thank you.
I enjoyed listening to you telling me all about World of Warcraft.
And game I probably picked to take time off next. I mean, it probably never happened in my lifetime, so Grand Theft Auto 6.
You never know. You never know.
I mean, it's never going to come out.
I don't see it. Like I just don't see a way that they do it anytime soon, which is fucking frustrating. But
considering how much money they make on Grand Theft Auto 5 online and re-releasing it, it's like, why waste our money? And again, the shit show definitive edition they brought out.
Yeah,
They might need to be
might
to
have
make
to.
us happy.
they might have to.
The proper CD Project Red this one, didn't they? It's completely shit in the bed.
Well, it's funny you say that, and just on the back side of that,
Oh god, I mentioned them. Oh, get ready. The Witcher.
I was going to.
Borderlands.
No, I'll be 2 seconds. I was going to mention earlier when I can't remember who it was. Was it Gray that mentioned about Cyberpunk or something? Cyberpunk has went from being massively negative rated on Steam to 180 to it completely, and they've had over 5,500 extremely positive reviews. Because apparently they've ironed out all the bugs, all their like little updates that they've done on hotfixes has made the game completely stable.
Yeah, it's a stable game now.
So you're now getting that
should be
game,
fine.
maybe not visually as perfect as you maybe have expected it, but it doesn't crash, it's not got game-breaking bugs and shit like that now. So you're basically getting the main story and the game playing as smoothly as it should have been, but maybe not looking like in your 4K 60 type idea, but you're still getting a really good CD Projekt Red game. So it's quite interesting to see how well they've managed to flip that around in the time frame.
We'll see if that sentiment lasts by the time they release the next gen console patches.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, because I'm still waiting for that before I jump in it.
The next gen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox
see
Series
what we
Z.
get Yeah. Put it on a mini fridge, see if it'll run it.
Apparently, those things are loud as fuck.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some things people saying because it uses fans, doesn't it, rather than some sort of coolant solution.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
So you turn it on and it fucking like a Hoover apparently going off, which makes me feel a little bit better about not picking one up.
Yeah.
Oh, I've shit the bed again now.
No,
No,
you're
it's fine.
Annoying.
Yeah, he
He's
thinks he's
gone.
gone.
He's gone.
Oh, I had gone. I'm pretty sure you could hear me still. Anyway, let's carry on. I'll power through this, and if I shit the bed again, I'll just have to fucking disappear. Right. I suppose it's my turn. Isn't it? So I've taken time off from many, many games, unlike some of these more dedicated workers on the podcast. GTA 5, fucking Skyrim, Mass Effect 3, I think, was one of them. Uncharted 4. Fucking loads. But the first one that I can remember was Uncharted 2. Because I fucking love the
fucking
first one.
PlayStation game.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think. I'm sure there were others, but the first one I can remember taking time off specifically was Uncharted 2. I took time off for. Well, I had the day off for Halo 3, I think, and Doom 3 when they came to the Xbox. But that would just happen to be my days off. That wasn't planned necessarily. Yeah, I think Uncharted 2 was the first one I actually went out my way and took a day off for. And I beat it in that day as well. I got it delivered at about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I allowed it finished by about 9 o'clock at night. Fucking fantastic game. One of the best games ever. And then, like I said, I've taken many time off after that.
Probably should have mentioned a Resident Evil yet.
Yeah. Did you not take time off for Resident? Were you working when Resident Evil came out, to be fair?
Do you know what? I might possibly have taken time off for 7. But again, it probably lined up that my days were just off.
Not 6.
Excuse me. Fuck off for 6. No way. Although saying that, do you know what? I probably did take the day off, or again line up my days off, so it worked out that way. But yeah, definitely Uncharted 2 was one of the first, if not the first, that I went out of my way to take a day off so I could play it because I was well excited about that game, and it was fucking worth every second of it. So before I shit the bed again, we get into what we've been playing.
We should get into what we've been playing.
Why don't you tell us what you've been playing first, Jamie?
Yeah, before you
in case
die.
do shit the bed,
Okay.
and then we'll go.
Okay, I'll do that quickly, and then we'll jump into the other thing. So, I've been playing very quickly, a bit more Halo. I played, obviously, with you guys on Monday and Tuesday.
That was fucking fantastic.
We had a fantastic time. Monday night, it was myself, Ian, Ross, and Daniel, and we played. It was just 4v4, wasn't it? We didn't try any big team battle.
No, we didn't
4v4
jump
there.
into the big one. We literally just played as it was.
And oh man, I don't think I've laughed that hard in a long time.
Oh,
We were fucking we were slagging each other off. We were, shouting out instructions. I was sure I was going to get kicked out of the hotel I was staying in. Ian's neighbours could hear him from down the street. I could hear Ross from where I was because the wind carried his voice. It was
I'm
fucking
surprised
hilarious.
my kids didn't wake up.
You know the best. You know the
Nice,
best
right.
part of it was when we were playing oddball, and I'm sitting running around just fucking racking up kills left, right, and centre. Whatever I seen was getting shot. I don't care about objective. And then it comes to the end of the game, and I've got 0 seconds on the fucking oddball objective. I was like, I didn't even know what the fucking objective was. I just killed people.
The objective with the big marker going, pick me
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah, it goes. Remember, it gets better though. So all yous are like, yeah, it's the big skull. Go to the big skull, and that's the objective. Mr. fucking Billy Big Boss Daniel in the corner, who knows all about it. 3 fucking seconds on the objective.
3 more seconds than you got, wasn't it?
I didn't know what I was doing. I don't play Halo online.
I know.
So I was the meat shield, mate.
I play fucking Master
Wait, but
Chief.
you kept trying to pick up that ball. I can see it. Oh, I got pressed. I can see it. Oh.
Where's it rolling to? I loved it. Oh, it was
That
so
was-
good. So
that
much
was
fun.
Such an amazing night. And we're jumping ahead a wee bit in regards to Project Game Pass, but if we decide to change from Forza to Halo, I am fucking fine with that. Because that on Monday night was absolutely fucking priceless.
It was so
It
much
was
fun. I mean,
so
we
fucking
went.
good.
I think, what did we start? About 8:30, wasn't it? And we went to about 1 o'clock in the
And we're
morning.
on to
Yeah.
1, yeah.
I consumed my week's worth of beer that I bought in an evening.
Yeah.
Daniel whipped out the bottle of Jack Daniels.
I
Oh,
had
yeah, I was on
fucking.
the
Just-
I was like,
I was on the gin. I was like, that's not good. I'm trying to.
I was like tempted to get on the phone. Innocent gun, you guys, come on, fucking direct delivery to the door. I need more.
Oh,
Oh, it was.
But
so
even then,
fucking
we
fun.
were smashing it out. We were doing pretty well. We were getting some good kills. We were playing some good games.
it
Yeah.
tapered down later. We got though. Let's be honest.
Oh no, yeah, definitely went down a
Oh, it
fucking
went down
cliff
eventually.
about
Yeah.
midnight.
No, like it was like a start off
And
point, but I
I'm
didn't
assuming
know
you can
what I
see
was
him as well.
doing.
Carry on, but
And then
yeah,
the
it
middle
was
part jumped
fucking
in,
tremendous.
and I was like, right, I finally worked out what Halo's all about. Started racking up shit ton of kills, and like when it was playing the objective, loads of time on the fucking what's it, Stronghold? Is that what it's called?
Stronghold,
Hold on, yeah.
Yeah, rocked up plenty of time on that, and then by the time like 11:45, 12 o'clock came, it was like went from having 15, 18, 20 kills to 6. It was like, we've missed our peak. Let's move on quickly.
It was
so
it
good.
was, even then it was still a lot of fun.
It was
And,
fucking
a great laugh.
amazing.
And then myself and was it just me and you, Dan, on Tuesday? We played a little bit. Was it?
I was on Tuesday.
Was
was
it-
there
yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, so was Ian.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was Ross who
fuck's
blew
sake.
us out. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Ross-
Ross was. Oh,
I
I'll be
didn't
5
see
minutes.
it.
I'll be there at 9 o'clock, guys. Oh,
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I must have still been fucking pissed. Because I don't
Yeah, we did all right
remember.
though. We won quite a few. It was probably about 50-50 of win and lose, and Dan was actually firing more bullets than what he did on Monday.
Oh yes, no, now I remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
because he was given
bullets.
the
Oh,
The-
fucking dad and his
so-
bullets.
Halo multiplayer tracks many stats, including kills, deaths, accuracy, amount of time the objective, blah 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 blah. And one of them is
Oh.
how many shots you fire.
The fucking
and
dad, if you got
without
over 200,
fail-
it was a miracle.
It was always at least half of what everybody else had fired.
but please,
And it was
was
like
my
accuracy.
my
Accuracy, that doesn't
accuracy
matter.
was better?
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
double
Sometimes
the-
it
no,
was.
no, 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 no,
Sometimes
no.
it wasn't.
I had double the amounts of shots you nearly every round, and every round my fucking accuracy was better than you. Now,
That was probably when I was playing capture the flag and I had to hold the flag.
don't get me wrong.
It's
See
funny,
if you had
yeah.
been sitting there with like a pistol or a sniper or something like that, I could have understood the lack of bullets. You had a fucking assault rifle like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in defense of Daniel, I will say he did make a few good runs with the flag on one of the levels.
No, he didn't.
Sort of going
Oh yeah,
capturing and running
the one
right
where I
away.
ran all the way to the base and then
Yeah.
landed by the
I
base.
know, I think
Oh,
Dan-
I got
Dan
it.
made
10
one as well.
yards away from the fucking objective. That sounds
There's
good,
a-
Dan.
There's a couple. Just to let people know, all the clips are coming live
Yes, they will.
over
be.
the course of the next month. So yeah, there'll be some clips I think out 21st of December. So there's a selection of clips,
Not
and
the
then there's
21st of
more.
December, mate. That's a month away.
Yeah, but then you've got in between that there's clips coming, so you'll be able to see the clips. There's 2 clips a week. So yeah,
Yeah,
They'll
it was a lot of fun, a hell of a lot of fun.
There will be a very
Hopefully all the
extensive
abuse is
video.
kept in as
and
well.
I'm hoping it has picked up the audio. There will be an extensive video by the end of this week showing pretty much all of Monday's playthrough.
That's what we like to see because it was it was such a good fun time.
that was great.
And I look forward to playing more. I've
Yes,
played-
definitely.
a little bit with special guest Pete on Friday night, and despite the fact that he's probably the least Halo fan player ever,
I
he
noticed
he wants to play again.
I noticed his comment in Discord saying that as
Yeah.
much as he had played his annual quota of Halo,
Yeah.
he had had a massively enjoyable night.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
great
he
fun.
said he
No, we
enjoyed it,
didn't
yeah.
do very well, but we had good fun. Yeah,
Thing is, see with
yeah,
Halo, as
definitely gotta
much
get
as you
back to
want
it.
to win these sort of games, as long as you're having a good time, it doesn't matter because like
Hmm.
we aren't like the 4 of us that were playing are not particularly fucking world beaters in regards to Halo, but that on Monday night was pretty fucking awesome.
Great
Even
fun.
the games where we were getting our asses handed to us, like there was a game where it was oddball, and it was basically we had like a minute on the fucking board, and the other team had just romped it the rest of the time. And it
Well,
was
that's because they kept hiding up the fucking stairs and like we couldn't get to
fucking,
them.
that map is so fucking
Oh.
ruined for oddball because as soon as you get up those stairs, if you stick as a team of 4, there's fuck all you can do about it.
Totally.
It's that needs looked at. And as much as you said you didn't like the marketplace map, I thought that was quite a good map. I didn't mind it as
Oh,
much.
hate the
No,
marketplace.
I hate that one.
See, I didn't mind
Yeah,
it
but
so
the
much.
the
sandy
Streets map
one.
is by far the worst one. Yeah,
I'm not saying it was good, but and although I have found, again, showing my fucking inexperience in regards to Halo, I didn't realise what the repulsor was at first. So I thought that I didn't know what it was because I'd never actually seen it. I just know you run over it and have a little pickup and it shows the icon in the bottom corner. So I thought the repulsor was to do with bullets. So like if you flashed it and somebody was shooting at you, the bullets didn't hit you. I didn't realise it was like a gravity wave. So like if you set it off and somebody's coming towards you, it sends them flying.
Yeah.
And I've seen
I mean, to be fair to you, it's a new item for Halo.
all right,
Infinite.
okay. So I've seen so many clips over the weekend of see that map we were in where it was like the futuristic one, where it had like the little platforms that were off the actual map that you could stand on, and they had the little power ups on them.
Yeah, that's Graham's favourite one.
So see that one there, people using the repulsor that like if they're jumping at them, fucking hitting them with the repulsor and they're falling down into the chasm. And it's like shit. Now that I know what that is such a cool little feature.
Yeah, the extra power ups and stuff they give him
Yeah.
are great.
Because that's the thing, I didn't know. Like, the only power up I knew was the overshield, which is basically you cloak yourself in a fucking shield. And then you've got
Wait.
what was the other one? The cloaking,
There's active camo, and
active
then
camo.
there's
Sorry.
I can't remember what they call it, but it's basically like a grapple hook. You fire it and you propel yourself forwards towards.
I do think I
people.
have the clip of the guy that grapple hooked himself towards me, and while he's in midair, I fucking melee punch him and knocks him out the game. If that's there, that's the clip of the night.
Yeah, so we'll play more Halo. Obviously, again, as we discussed, Project Game Pass. This month has been Forza, which we can talk about in a minute, but next month it's got to be Halo, really.
Yeah,
So be that playing the campaign, which I will do regardless of whether we do it or not. But definitely get some more multiplayer with the 5 of us, hopefully in a big team, as well as some of the other guys, because that was great fun when we did the technical preview with the likes of Bubba and Varno and Jake.
well,
and
like
some of
there's
the
a
other
couple.
lads.
There's a couple of guys that me and Dan have known through other groups that are like really interested in jumping into Halo wares. And I think if we, because I think we would probably have enough. What is it? Squads of 12 in the big group.
12v12 in a big team. Yeah.
I think we would probably
Maybe.
have enough to push 12 for that one.
Yeah.
Or at least 10, definitely. So you'll
Yeah.
have the 5 of us,
Just long as it's
and then three from the group that me and Dan know, plus the community. I could see us getting 12 pretty easily.
as long as it's not a rank match, because Dan doesn't want to play ranked games. If
I'm
that's
okay
not
now.
good
Dan-
I'm
enough.
ranked out.
Dan's-
I'm ranked out now.
Dan's played, he's ranked, he's gold, he's Billy Big Boss. And he used
He
the.
got carried through that.
Oh,
Probably.
of course he got carried through it.
No, all me, baby. It was all me.
Yeah. So I think it's fairly safe to say Halo's back.
Oh,
And it's
Halo, definitely.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was surprised myself. I was surprised how much fun I had those 2 nights we played.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, I've never been a big Halo multiplayer fan. I've done like the campaign and then walked away. But that on Monday was hysterical.
Yes, it feels like classic Halo, like I said before when we did the previews and stuff. And it just, aside from that streets map, I should say, everything else just, yeah, it feels like classic Halo. So
As long
I'm
as they
looking
want different
forward-
colours to make me happy.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to the 8th when the campaign comes out
Yeah,
and
definitely.
the continuation of the seasons. The battle pass can do one, whatever. I don't really care about that. But Halo, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Get on it. Right. Before my computer really shits the bed, I'll just tell you about another awesome game called Backbone. So this comes to Game Pass, I think 2 weeks ago at this point. And I decided to pick up for review. And it has probably entered my contention for Game of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely brilliant. So I think they describe it as a post-noir adventure. And great, I forget the game you played that was like a noir style game, but with like animals, like
Black Sad.
yes, that's the one, Black Sad, yeah. So I think it's similar in style to that type of thing, like I said, like a noir adventure. You play as a humanized raccoon detective or PI, I should say.
Yeah, anthropomorphic.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word. And you're tasked with investigating this woman's husband. She's suspects him of cheating, and so she said, "Can you find him and get some evidence so I can have a clean divorce?" And it's all smoky jazz and cigarettes and drinking and long trench coats and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fucking brilliant. I could not stop playing. I started playing, I think, on Thursday. And every moment I got, I just jumped straight back into it. It's fucking brilliant. It's very well. It's probably one of the better looking games I've seen this year. It's all 2D pixel art type thing in a sort of pseudo 3D world.
Why are you playing as rodents?
Well, yeah, I mean, you play as, like I said, you play as a raccoon, and all the other animals are pigs and
yeah, I've noticed that.
apes and polar bears and rats and stuff like that.
Black
And
Sad
they're all
was similar. You played as like a giant cat.
yeah, and they're all sort of like facsimiles of like real life people. So they like the polar bears and the apes and stuff are at the top of the food chain, and then you got the rats and the mice and all the sort of lesser creatures, as it were, that are dwelling in the streets and being shit on. And no spoilers of the story, but they get the fucking worst of the luck. And yeah, it's just really enjoyable. It looks lovely. The audio is awesome. The story is really interesting. It takes lots of twists and turns, as you'd expect from a sort of noir style adventure. And when you're interacting with the world, you can press the A button and it'll be like, oh, it's a smoky den. Everybody loves to go and drink there and drink their life away type thing. or you can talk to people, and then you get several dialogue options. And as far as I can tell, you can't like affect the narrative, but it just like fills in. It's almost like colors it in type thing. So rather you can choose whether he's a bit of a dick or whether he's nice to everybody, and then they'll respond in kind. But you always end up back at the same place. So, for example, you might be talking to someone, and you'll need to get them to say something specific, like, you know, where have you, right, slight spoilers, where have you hidden the bodies, type thing.
There's a murder.
You could even just flat out say it, you know, where have you hidden the bodies, or you could be like, so I hear you're into alternative methods of disposal or something like that, and you just work your way around, and it's very clever. The writing's excellent. There's no dialogue, but it's all written text, and you get, like I said, several different dialogue options. And then as you progress through the story, things happen. It's very interesting. Some of it unexpected. The music's awesome. The visuals are awesome. Gameplay is pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but enjoyable. And I could probably beat it in about 5 to 6 hours.
So about 20 hours for that.
Cool.
It's not reading. I'm out.
Yeah, I could not recommend it more highly. Such a good game.
It does look at least a little bit unique in regards to the art style, like with it, obviously, like you're saying, like 2D pixelated but 3D-esque type idea. It's like 2.5D.
Yeah, kind of a 2.5D type thing. But like I said, the way the lighting and the scenes are set, like the parts you get to play in are not very big. So you can run from left to right and you sort of reach an end point. You're not going to be running for fucking days exploring this massive world. But yeah, the way they've set the scene and the music and the atmosphere, it's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, I could not get enough of it. And I'm kind of sad I finished it now, to be honest. Because I was really enjoying it.
Has it got replayability, or is it like one and done type idea?
I think it's more of a one and done type thing. But I can see myself playing it again in the future just to go through it again.
Yeah, so like you're not going to change anything, but if you played
it
like in X amount, like 6 months' time, you would still enjoy it.
Yeah. Like I said, there are different dialogue options, but as far as I could tell from my playthrough, anyway, I've only played through it once. You can't affect the way the story goes. It just sort of fills in the blanks, as it were. So you can choose to sort of add extra exposition, or you can just go straight through to just to the good stuff, as it were. Yeah, no, really good, really good. And my review will be up shortly because I wrote it today, and I just need to read it and then put it up. So before this fucking computer completely shits the bed, someone else go. Graham.
Yes.
Tell us, what have you been playing?
I have been playing a lot more Skyrim, if I'm honest.
Good man. Tie in with myself on this one.
Yeah, it hit me in the same way as it hit me before, but in new ways, because there's so much more new content.
Much new content.
I just haven't experienced more in the faster loading times. It's just...
I've noticed that as well. I was shocked at how fast like jumping from... Obviously, you've got like the bit where it's got like a statue or model type idea, and you can scroll around it. It's like that's on and then it's off. But even the smaller ones where it's even like just opening through a door.
It's just almost like instant now.
Gone. It's like, holy shit, that was amazing.
And it's just crazy.
It's a quality of life thing, but holy shit, what a difference does it make in regards to that?
And I've hit an area which it was just a random off the cuff letter that says someone tried to attack me from a cult, and it says that you can get a boat that takes you back to like a part of, I think it's Morrowind, called Solstheim, to do a quest around Mirak, who's another Dragonborn who like sold his soul to one of the Daedric princes.
No, I meant to ask you about this, right? Now, that is like, so you're saying like things like that's the Dragonborn DLC. So I take it you've never played that before.
No.
Right, so that like, you know how you've got the Dawnguard about the vampires, and then you've got Dragonborn. Yeah. So this is all. That's what all about Mirak is. So that's just part of your DLC. So that was always in the original game, or it was always part of your DLC. But I've just been shocked at the amount of stuff they've added in on top of. I know it's all the Creation Club things, but this is like the stuff that Bethesda have allowed. Like obviously you've got mods that affect the game differently, but the Creation Club stuff is almost stuff that Bethesda have created and allowed into the game. Yeah. And some of the stuff they've brought out for that has been unbelievable. Like I was saying to you before the start of the show, this quest line where you've got like the one group that have these sort of golden armor and golden weapons, And then the other group that have got the dark armor and the dark weapons. And the quest line for that lasts easily like an hour and a half before you go through all their storylines.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I've
just
been doing a part of that as well because they're like the different orders, the Saints order.
yeah, the same. I can't remember the other one as well, but even like that, that's almost like I don't want to say a mini DLC, but it kind of is.
Yeah, I did take on a lot of the quests from the Creative Club. I have finally got the Bethesda account thing sorted out so I can add mods.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it for the Creative Club, but I haven't used any mods yet just because I'm still wrecking a couple of achievements in.
Well, that's what I've.
So I don't want it to just completely kill that.
Like I've been playing it a lot on the P. Like I played it a lot on the PC when the special edition came out, and I played it with mods simply because I went for like something like one of the mods is you get a ring that increases your carry weight for like 6,000, so you never become over encumbered. Because I'm a hoarder, so every time I see something, ooh, mine. So I've started this one and just done basically just done it as the game plus the DLCs plus whatever the Creation Club stuff is. So like the armor on the horses, the ability to find different types of horses, the backpacks, stuff like that. So everything that they've included in the Creation Club stuff, and like holy shit, what a difference in the game just through that. I was kind of skeptical about what the Anniversary Edition offered, and I started looking at it and I was like, all right, cool. There's like a couple of new weapons, couple of new quests, couple of new like accessory things. Having now played what they add in for the accessory pack, it's £14, am I right in saying, if you've got Game Pass?
Yeah, that's what.
The quest that they offer you for the sort of golden and dark weapons, plus there's another one to do like jewellery, and there's a couple of other ones that I've came across that went in the original game. You're basically getting like a full set of DLC in that £14.
Yeah.
I would
worth it.
totally recommend it completely.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It almost feels like I'm playing a new game again. There's so much stuff and it's so much quicker. And obviously, some parts of the graphics don't hold up, but the game is so good that you just ignore the weaker parts and just embrace it for what it is.
Like I was looking at it the other day, and it was the bit going into, I forget the first. Is it Riverwood? The first place you go to after
Whiterun.
No. The very first.
Oh, Riverwood.
Part.
Yeah, it is Riverwood. The first.
So it was like where you come out of Helgen and like you either side with the Stormcloaks or the Imperials, and it's the little bit where you're in the forest where the Guardian Stones are running in the Rivergood, and it was just looking at like the foliage, so like the trees, the water, the bushes and things like that. Obviously, it's had the up buff when the special edition came out, and looking at it there compared to the original version, it's such a infinitely better looking game how it looks now. But at the same time, when you look at it like that, and then you compare it to the closest type of games, The Witcher, it's not a very good looking game. If you like comparison to what it could look like compared to which I think the next Elder Scrolls is going to look like, it's not blowing you away with how the character models look, the houses, the things like that. But compared to how it looked originally, it's chalk and cheese.
That'd be for the next re-release next year, though, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, of course they'll bring out something.
It's just the size of the quest, and just even like a small side quest can just take you in
it goes in so many different ways.
Just crazy.
I got a side quest the other day, and then what was it for? And it was basically so one of the maps, Riften, has the Thieves Guild in it, which is all in the sewers underneath. And one of the side quests was somebody had a unique sword underneath there that was granting them power over the creatures of Skyrim. So it was like the Spriggans and things like that, and he could control them using this sword. And I think it was only maybe a 20-25 minute quest, but it was something completely new that was based in the Creation Club. And again, the Creation Club stuff that they've brought in, it's adding like new quest lines. It's adding into the game very much like what CD Projekt Red do, and they add quests and armor and small little things that they add into the game for free into this Anniversary Edition, which you can buy using the Creation Club coins and things like that if you want to spend your hard-earned money. But by adding it into this Anniversary Edition, you're getting all of this like loads, and it's not like 1 or 2 quests. It's
a lot of
a
loads, yeah.
load of stuff that they're adding into this game for £14. And it's almost like I say, although it's not all joined together, it's like getting a full new DLC. So you've got like, I would say you've got like Dawnguard, Dragonborn, Hearthfire? Where you get your
Half-Fire, I think, yeah.
Hearthfire, where you get like your own house and you can get kids and a wife and things like that.
Yeah.
And then I would almost say like the next DLC should be called Creation Club, because everything that you're getting in this anniversary edition, when you add it all cumulatively, feels like a full new DLC. As much as it's not joined together, there's just so much extra to do for £14.60 or something, I think it is.
Yeah, so random. Yeah.
You'd be stupid not to pick it up if you're a fan of Skyrim.
Yeah. So it's just proper draining the time.
Oh
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm so happy I jumped back into Skyrim.
How far are you both then? Are you actually done into that main story or not?
So
no, not much at all.
So main storyline,
Over.
I'm trying not to get, because you get sidetracked with the main story of Skyrim. So main story is I've met Delphine, who is part of the Blades.
Yes.
And I've been to the Thalmor Embassy.
Not that yet.
So I've done the Thalmor Embassy, and I'm now on the next part after the Thalmor Embassy. So they've discovered that the game's been out long enough that nobody cares about spoilers. They've discovered that the Thalmor are nothing to do with the dragons returning, and that's where I am main storyline.
I'm probably just a bit behind that.
Yeah.
Maybe because I just keep getting deviated on side quests.
But the thing is, like, I was Googling shit, so like a lot of the side quests that I hadn't looked into before, I was like, so there's certain choices that you can make and certain things to do with these Creation Club missions. So I was looking them up, and when you look them up on the sort of Elder Scrolls Wikipedia, it gives you a level rating. So it tells you what rating, like, level you should be when you're doing this mission.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm like I think I'm level 18 or 19. And some of these quests were like level 38. And I was like, oh shit, I've done these a bit early. So I'm kind of trying to do the main story to level up a wee bit. And then at the same time, I was like, shit, I shouldn't be doing these ones just yet.
Yeah, I've leveled up too much just because I've got myself through level 100 enchanting and level 75 alchemy. So I'm making sort of super beast things.
See, I don't do the magic side of things. I'm very much arrows or swords, and that's it.
Oh, that's something I've got. Yeah, 2 super swords, or 1 super sword, or 1 super axe. That's like double enchanted. So
like I was doing the old I was doing the old archery glitch. So the first place you go to in Skyrim, you meet a guy, I can't remember his name, Frandale, I think his name is. And
he teaches you.
Yeah, he fancies a lassie, and there's another guy called Sven that fancies a lassie.
Oh, yeah, that bit, yeah.
And if you side with the elf, he's an expert in archery, and all you have to do is level up to like his, so you get 5 levels per what he can teach you per level. You then go into his inventory because you've got him as a companion, take all the money back, then do another 5 levels of archery, take all the money back, do another 5 levels, and you can just keep doing that till your archer level goes like fucking sky high. So I think by the time I was level 10, my archery was like level 68. So I could basically one-shot most enemies. So it was like, no, that'll do.
Nice.
This sounds like very much like you not playing Forza to get all the Forza goodness.
If anybody looks for glitches, I'm your guy. Not speedrunning and shit like that, but glitches, I will hook you the fuck up.
Yeah. I didn't glitch my way to 100. I did it legit, but just that's absorbing and enchanting. But now I can double enchant an iron dagger and change it from about 4 gold coins to about 2,000.
Exactly.
So now I just keep hovering a couple of those. I've got like 30,000 gold, so I'm just rocking it all over the place.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't realize how easy it was to make money in Skyrim.
That's all enchanting and potions.
Yeah, it's like,
just
holy
rinse
shit.
everyone. So yeah, lots of money. But yeah, like I said, just such a time drain because it's so fun, and you commit yourself to doing one thing, and you've wasted all your time doing something entirely that you weren't meant to do. It was a boat in there, and I thought, oh, this guy wants to take me to another place. I just completely went on that complete DLC. Did not know that was going to happen.
I'm trying to avoid the DLCs
I
completely.
didn't even know it was until you told me. I would not have known that was DLC. I was like, oh, I completely missed this place, but it's massive. Yeah,
There we go.
And that's the joy of Skyrim. 10 years later, we're still talking about it.
yeah, it's amazing.
Long live Skyrim. We
Oh,
don't need it. We don't
forever.
know the one. Yeah.
Dan, how far have you gotten in Skyrim?
I'm not playing that. I know my my levels. That's not happening.
All right. Great. Anything else? Or
No, I'll leave it there. That took up enough time.
Yeah.
I'm loath to ask, but Ross.
No, I have had adequate time on Skyrim, so I won't bore you with my other game. I'll quickly glazed over. I've played Football Manager 2022. The pre-game editor is now working for it, so I have moved Celtic in League 2. I won League 2, losing one game all season. I'm now in League 1. That's it. I won't say any more about Football Manager this week.
Success.
Yeah.
We need to give you like a Football Manager minute, I think, where you just rattle it out and get it done.
That's it, all done.
But yeah, no, good. Happy days. We look forward to hearing more next week. Ian, what
Hello.
have you been playing?
I've also been. No, I'm playing Skyrim. I was going to joke.
I was going to say, please.
No, I've been playing a weird title called Hello Neighbor.
It's fantastic. It's almost like Daniel's Life Simulator.
Why don't you regale us with all of the details?
So Hello Neighbor, yeah, it's a little quirky. It's for get words out. It's Graham's favorite genre, stealthy. So basically, I really don't understand what's the whole concept yet. I think I might know more as soon as I get towards the final act. But basically, you're just trying to break into your neighbor's house and trying to work out what he's actually doing there, because
He's doing weird stuff.
Yeah,
It's
Hello
very
Neighbour's
weird.
got a really... Yeah, Hello Neighbour's quite cool in how it does its mechanics.
yes, it's very weird. Like I say, it feels weird when you get caught. Like you're gonna get caught, like it makes you feel a bit like, I don't know,
Uneasy.
you're back for
Very
yeah.
uneasy. It's quite like, this is bad. Secret Neighbour's worse.
Is it?
Yeah, Secret Neighbour's very disturbing.
Mm.
I can't remember which one. I think Hello Neighbor is the one I played. But anyway,
No, you
so
played,
how far
you played Secret Neighbour.
did I play Secret Neighbor? That's
Yes.
even worse then. Oof.
We had a big discussion on Discord about Secret Neighbour being very...
Oh, Secret Neighbor's the one where you're multiplayer one, isn't it?
Yeah, Secret Neighbour becomes very disturbing.
Yeah, they're all disturbing.
I-
So how far have
Yeah,
you?
because Secret Neighbor's when it's the multiplayer one, but like
Yes.
Among Us, where you are and they are the neighbor, but you can pretend to be a kid, which is a little bit weird.
Yeah, ooh.
Secret Neighbour's really... I really like Secret Neighbour... Hello Neighbour, because it is a... I don't know what you would describe it as a genre, but it had... Oh, I didn't even realise Jay disappeared. It has this sort of... the game learns your patterns, so if you
Yeah.
like throw a stick at a window to try and grab him to this side of the room to go in another way, if you try that again, he's already waiting at the other window because he knows
Yeah.
you've tried that before.
Or he'll border the window up. Like I had it before where I've opened the door so many times, now put traps on the front of the door.
Yeah,
So I can't go
it's-
through the front door. I have to find other ways to get into the house.
It's really quite cool how they've done it.
Yeah. It's really good. It's a weird, quirky, fun. I mean, fun of it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, very uneasy sometimes, especially when you hear the noise of the.
Oh yeah, it's a creepy game, but it's really cool how they've done like this learning type idea. Like it knows what you're going to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
And it
really
will-
cool.
See, I think I'm on act 3 I'm on at the moment. So
Okay.
I think I'm near towards the end because I've found a crowbar and I've broken up the door and I found the key card now. So I only need to know it's going to the basement, which I think goes towards the end of Act 3.
I'm trying to
So-
think how far I got when I played it. I think I got to the attic,
Oh, okay.
and
So
then it all
you're
got a bit
knowing.
weird. Yeah, it all got a bit weird once you got into the attic because it was like a little bit like a maze up the top, wasn't it?
Yeah, you did like a little mini game thing.
Yeah. I was like I said, I wasn't keen on that game. It really made me feel uneasy and dirty. Is probably the best way of describing it.
The neighbor does look a little bit like
Good
you,
idea,
don't
though,
they?
isn't it?
I'm not even going to answer any of that. Just
So,
not
yeah,
flat out.
if you just shaved your beard, you could cosplay as Hello Neighbor.
You know what? I can't wait to listen to this podcast next week because I missed all of that.
Well, you ran away for part of it.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but then as I sat back down, my fucking PC started shitting the bed again.
Oh, But yeah,
Anyway.
Hello Neighbor. So yeah,
Hello,
playing
neighbour.
that.
Good.
Good
Anything
game.
else?
Very uneasy. I'm not going to be gay for other games I played. You know what I'm like. But no, Hello
Oh, yeah.
Neighbor's main one I've been playing along with Halo. But actually, that's the only two of the games I've been playing this week. To be fair, I actually haven't played much. It's a shock horror for once. I did
Those
a couple
achievement
through-
scores aren't going to rack themselves up, Ian.
Nope.
No.
Get on some Skyrim. That's what you need.
That's it. Did a couple of speed ones on Hades, but I still can't get my time below 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So I'm just trying to do that a bit more now, really. But
Fair enough.
need a bit of type of like combos of booms and gods to give you the right powers. Has anyone else completed Hades apart from me? Or none of you four completed yet?
I've not got out of it. I got to like the third area, but I've not actually completed it. Got out.
I got
Daniel?
out. Yeah, I got out, and that was it. And then I was like, yeah, I can't do it no more. I got really lucky. I got like loads of health, and then was lucky enough to pick up loads of like damage and stuff. And I was like, yes, and I'm out. That's it, done.
At least you've done it. That's the main thing.
Yeah. As we said before, I probably got into it for about a week or so, but I never beat it, and I haven't gone back to it since.
And was.
I've started it. I think me and Dan played it a little bit when we were down in London for EGX, but I haven't played it much since then.
Football Manager came out.
It's one of those games I always think if I've got like spare 20 minutes and I don't want to jump into something else, I have a quick speed one of
The thing
Hades
is,
if I
see
get
that
something
little
good.
bit that I played of it, it was like, I love the art style of it. I love the fact that it's like the Greek mythology. I love that style of it. It's just the fact that it's a roguelite and I don't have the patience for that type of game. And that pisses
I
me
know
off.
what you mean.
Likewise.
I think once you get into it though.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the thing. I feel like I need to just suck it up, sit down, play it for like 3 or 4 hours and really get dragged into it.
But if you don't
'Cause
get a good run at the beginning, it really turns you off big time. You're like,
oh yeah, of course. When I was first doing it, I was like, I'm never gonna complete this.
Yeah.
But then eventually we start upgrading, learning the patterns,
Yeah.
learning which weapons is best for you and your play style.
Mm.
Which means always fisting people.
Speaking of fisting people, Daniel.
Ah!
oh, Jesus. Yes.
Wait. Pause. I'll add this into the audio effect as well. Can we have a drum roll?
Oh yes. Oh shit, yes.
Daniel, please, will you tell us?
Eustace has completed a game.
This
This is a momentous occasion.
So, gentlemen, I've completed
Not
the
just
game.
any fucking game.
No, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, done it. So it took me the last 2 days over the weekend to beat it. The last couple of chapters bloody take ages. Just when you think you've completed it, you haven't. Really good game. The writing is wonderful. The quips from Groot, from Rocket, from Gamora, from Drax are superb. All right, it's not the cinematic Guardians of the Galaxy aesthetics. However, this game is awesome. If you haven't tried it, play it. I believe it's on the Black Friday deals at the moment, which you can pick it up on Xbox. But yeah,
it's very much comic accurate. I know you're saying like graphically it's not what you would think for the MCU, but
no, but they've
from
nailed the
comics.
comic.
It's very like Drax, Gamora look like they've been dragged out the comics.
Yeah, and even the humor. The humor is very comic style. The way the Guardians are. You've got there's things that you can pick up that give you kind of like indexes that tell you to give you background information about the lore. There's little lore bits hidden and sprinkled around the game. I don't really want to talk too much about kind of the storyline because it might spoil the game. But it's
change characters, or you always
so you always play as Star-Lord, which is brilliant. You do have.
Is he voiced by Chris Pratt?
No, unfortunately not. I wish he was. I love
Chris
him.
Pratt's too busy doing Mario.
Yeah,
and Garfield.
You do
and
get
every fucking thing else. Yeah.
Well, you might as well when the iron's hot, strike it.
Exactly.
You can use their special abilities. So you've got you press LB and it'll come up with the characters, and then you press the button, and then it will give you one of their special abilities that you can use. And then as you kind of team up when you're attacking using those kind of this ability, you get more points, which gives you ability to unlock something else. Just the whole game is so fun, and there's enough to, as much as I said earlier, it's a bit repetitive in terms of once you play the first kind of chapter. It is very rinse and repeat. So you fight, you go through an area, you need to find something, you need to use person X's special ability to Drax to like lift something so you can gain height to jump over another wall. It is very rinse and repeat. However, the way the game plays, the way that the writing's done, it's so good. It is really, if you like Marvel stuff, you like Guardians, this is definitely worth a play. It's great, and it takes place over like loads of different planets as well, which is always nice.
Is it just third person like action adventure style gameplay?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, third person over the shoulder. Okay, you can kind of turn the camera occasionally in certain bits, but like this like stupid like proper 80s 90s humor in there as well. So like you're walking down, and because he's like basically still a child, he'll be like, yeah, this is death metal, let's go, you know. Just it's cool. It really is. It really spoke to me. I really do like it.
Does it have the same sort of audio score as like the films? So you've got a lot of the 80s
100
music.
Yes.
Oh, that
the
old school music.
Fucking awesome.
Fucking amazing. There's a playlist on Spotify with the Guardian stuff on it. It's so good. Like the music is so good. It's just brilliant. You've got to play it. You have to play it. And Graham, you said you've picked it up. Have you played any of it yet?
Not yet. It's bloody Skyrim.
You
It's
need
distracted me. It's torture.
Need to do it. There's 16 chapters. Some chapters are longer than others.
If I can complete it, you can.
But yeah, if I can do it, you could probably do this in a weekend.
I'm not saying I can't do it. I just said that Skyrim is like
Skyrim's
a plague
taking
over.
over.
Yeah.
I need it to corrupt and just ruin something. Then it's like, oh, fine, I'm not doing it anymore.
Save deleted.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I can move on.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. Guardian. So happy with it. Really happy with it. And it wasn't a little 2-hour game. So well happy.
Happy days. See, I'm not really much of a Marvel fan myself, but I'm definitely going to check it out seeing as the Graham picked up.
It
Is
should
it better
do
than
it.
Avengers?
Yeah, 100%. Avengers have. If Avengers did what Guardians, the way they kind of done it as a linear story, maybe only kind of playing as one character, they could have probably done better. But obviously they were on the money train and everything's live service and microtransactions and give me money. But yeah, this story is by far so much better.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
I'll have to pick it up as well.
Yeah, dude, like I said, it's cheap. I think it's only might be under 30 quid on the deals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was decent.
Yeah, 2nd of December, I believe those deals run out.
I have to have a look.
Yeah, there's some decent games on those Black Friday sales they've got on at the moment.
Yeah, I might pick up Cuphead. I'm unsure whether to do it or not.
Yeah, I've heard Cupcakes quite a
Cupcakes?
tempting deal.
Cupcake?
I've heard Cupcakes are
Cupcakes.
quite
Cupcakes. What game are you playing?
Thinking my belly, that's what it is.
Cupcakes filled
Well,
with the
someone's
bacon.
hungry.
I need cupcakes. Do something.
Cupcakes.
I mean-
Cupcakes 2000. Jesus.
The only game I picked up so far is Big Buck Hunter.
Oh, that could have gone
Because-
completely
exactly.
wrong.
Yeah,
That
that's
could
why-
have been a disaster.
that's why I was
That
very
could have been
careful
worse
with my
than
words.
Cupcake.
Yes, very careful your wording there.
Because I've got the Mars PDP light gun. Thanks, Big Boy Barry. So yeah, that was the last game that was released for it that I didn't have. So it was only £3.99, and I got a £4 credit from Xbox for the sale. So I was like, I'll use that on that.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. I haven't played it yet, but it doesn't look very good at all. But I didn't pay for it, so I don't care.
Happy days.
Yeah,
Nice.
so yeah, go check out the Black Friday sales. Right, is there anything else we haven't got to? I've sort of lost track of where we
I
are.
think that's everything.
We're done.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Today, so we've all played some good video games, including Halo, which is awesome. Ross, please, will you play the final partnership thing? I lost my complete words
You
there.
did lose your complete words there. Yes, you want to try again?
We're partnered with Manscaped once again, so please play the video.
This podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. So join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code Xbox Tavern 20 at manscaped.com. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed and optimised trimmer that makes shaving time your favourite time in the bathroom. It's time to get your own ball hair and body trimmer with Manscaped to make me time the best time and enhance your confidence with some nice, smooth boys. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Xbox Tavern 20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using promo code Xbox Tavern 20. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Okay, so thank you very much, Manscaped, for partnering with us once again. Go and check out their wares and shave your bollocks like a hero. So let's get into sort of the round off of the show. So we've obviously talked about the games we played. We talked about Project Game Pass very quickly. Has anybody played more Forza? I imagine Ian and Ross have. And you'll be surprised that I have.
Fuck off.
Whatever.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait.
I played.
Name a car.
Name a car.
I mean, I played with the orange car earlier on.
Obviously.
And I put the Xbox Tavern libraries on it. And I played a whopping 3 races on my own.
3?
Of my own accord. Of my own accord. It was fun enough. I mean, the driving's excellent. It looks lovely.
It does look lovely.
It's just not my game at all. I could not give less of a shit. But what is there is
not
good.
for everyone.
Yeah.
Like I say, I enjoy it. I haven't played it as much as I thought I would.
I'm not gonna lie. Had I not jumped back into Skyrim this week, Forza would have probably consumed a week. But once Skyrim's on the back burner again, I can see me jumping back into Forza for a lot more. Once obviously the DLCs and that drop as well. So
Did just out of interest, did anyone beat Ian's speed on the speed cameras, or was it just me?
Yeah, you realise. Yeah, but the problem with your Billy Big Boss statement there, Dan, is he was like 3 pages down to show his score. I was already up in the fucking top 5% of that score.
I don't
Doesn't
know what
matter.
we're talking about.
I beat Ian. Did you not see on the messages? I beat you on one of the speed camera things.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a challenge. There was a leaderboard.
You didn't even know
I
you
won.
did it, and he was
That's
just spending his
very
life trying to beat you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I had 2 attempts. I did have 2 attempts to beat Ian. Oh, old Jay's completely frozen.
I think I have to try and find out which one it was now of all the.
Literally the first one.
Okay.
I'll give you a screenshot. I'll send you map coordinates.
Same with that coordinates, and I'll just beat it for you straight away. Isn't that right, Jamie?
Yes, entirely what you just said. I totally heard everything
I
you just
swear
said.
he's signaling me. Everyone else is fine. As soon as I speak, he's like,
I mean, you started talking and my computer just went, no, thank you. Let's get shut down. Like, I tried to maintain a neutral face. Anyway, Forza video game. It's good, I suppose, if you're into that sort of thing. Next month, we'll talk about it next week, I guess, but it's probably going to be Halo, really.
It is going to be Halo. There's no point. There's no compliment about
It's
it.
got to be Halo. It's got to be, it's so good. And we'll get onto that next week.
Not be.
Yeah, so maybe we'll play a bit more this week.
If you want to join us and
have to play some
listen
sort
to
of
me and
Halo
Ross
this week.
give Dan abuse.
Oh, it was honestly,
Yeah.
it was. Fucking
Hopefully you can
brilliant.
join us this week, Gray, because with all 5 of us, I should say. We'll try and get special guest Pete and a few others
Yeah,
involved
I'd
as
love
well.
to get into it.
Oh, yeah. What a
Hopefully
good
Ross
laugh.
turns up this time.
Oh, hey!
I mean,
Wished. I've
so
got COVID in the household, right? That's my excuse. You've used that excuse before, Ian, so don't start.
Yeah, I had it though.
yeah. Well, let's just glide over that part. Hopefully everyone's all right, Ross. So
That's a good point. Sorry, Ross. Hope everyone's okay.
yes, I hope she's doing well. So we can find other reviews that the wonderful team at Xbox Tavern have put up this week, including A Short Hike by Corey. It's a wonderful game by I forget the guy's name now, which is going to make me look a bit stupid. But check out his review; he was very high on it. You can also see Daniel's review of Battlefield 2042.
Yes, quite a controversial review I was reading earlier.
I mean, he was probably higher on it than most people.
A lot higher on it than I was expecting. Yes.
Yeah, no, he's far too generous with that score.
He was being quite. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I played it with him, I didn't have any of the issues that people have said online. So I don't have anything but positive reviews, apart from maybe the weather becoming a little bit overpowering. But apart from that, I don't have anything bad to say about what I've played from Battlefield yet. So,
like I said, I had 3 crashes, and that was it out of my game time.
You don't like footsteps?
Out of 2 games you played, wow.
yeah, we played at
Footsteps
least.
upsetting.
We played about 7 or 8 games that one night. So
Yeah, like I said, I think I personally I had fun with it. The bugs people keep talking about, I didn't really get. There are features that they've not added in from last year's game to this year's game. However, I noticed they did put a scoreboard in just for your team. Last time I played it. No, and I totally agree. It's not. However, I had fun with it. It's Battlefield. The shooting's great. There's one too many probably people in the whole kind of thing. 128 is a lot of flipping people. Hard or 64 on each side. It's
But are there any modes that have less people, or they all got that many people in?
you've got the I can't think of the name now, but it's basically like Intel. So you got a team of 4, and I think there's 4 teams of 4, and you're going around trying to collect intel. And you can do like a cat and mouse type kind of gameplay with it. So as you collect some intel, you kind of pop up on the map. So essentially, you could just send out one of your team to always collect the intel, and the rest of you hike around it, draw people in, take them out, and collect what they drop, their intel. Or you can go into Portal, which is you can do in the politest way whatever the fuck you like. You can have 1 versus 60, or 4v4, however you like. You can have Battlefield, Bad Company kind of skins and guns. The various ways and kind of configurations. Whatever you want, except you've got to jump online to create that lobby, or you can jump in and play other people's games. But Battlefield, I had no problems with it. So, Subi.
A review can only be what you experienced.
yeah,
Exactly.
If you experienced good, happy days.
I wholeheartedly agree with what Dan said. When I jumped in with him playing that night, I didn't discover any bugs, glitches, no fucking hovercrafts driving up the side of buildings. I never got
Didn't try to do it either, but
yeah,
I should have tried.
I never got any of that. So from what I've played of it, I agree with what he said. He said about footsteps and volume. I would say that the weather effects can be a little bit overpowering, but apart from that, the gunplay, the looks, the operators and shit like that, I don't have a bad word to say about it, apart from, as I say, a little bit overpowering in regards to the weather.
But you can use that. So you can use that wind. So like as a hurricane comes in, I've seen videos of people jumping out of their aircrafts, using the hurricane and kind of flipping around buildings.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then getting on top. I mean, so yeah. Anyway, I enjoyed it.
Hurricane coming through.
Yeah, let's jump out.
Right. So, so go check out his review. And then the other review I wanted to just very quickly highlight was mine, which was Lucid Cycle. 2 words, fucking shit. So don't bother playing it.
I seen that coming.
But again, you can go check out the review, and I explain in great detail why I thought it was fucking dreadful. Ian.
Hi.
Things are leaving Game Pass.
They are.
Why don't you tell us what's leaving?
I can. So we have Football Manager 2021, so the previous season, for both PC and Xbox. Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartender Action, Call of the Sea, Haven, Morkred, and Hello Neighbor. Hello. Is
Again,
it me you're looking for?
As we said last week, some decent games there. Go check them out. Ross, anything coming new to Game Pass?
Nope, just the games that were on last week. So nothing for like the tail end of the month. I would imagine they'll be holding off to December before they drop anything else for Game Pass. So once we have a list for December, I will get back to you.
Happy days. Obviously, Halo is coming December 8th. But other than that, you don't need anything else. Halo will do you just fine. And Graham, Games of Gold.
For the rest of this month, we have moving out from November 1st to the 30th. Kingdom 2 Crowns from November 16th to December 15th. And Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes from November the 16th to the 30th. So not long to pick up those. And coming in December, you've got The Escapist 2 from December 1st to the 31st. Orcs Must Die from December 1st to the 15th. And the other two will come in, I'll mention next week.
One of the ones that you're mentioning next week that's from the December 16th to January 15th, it's fucking amazing. I love those games. They're fucking hilarious.
You are probably the only person that I've ever heard interested in the Tropico series.
Oh, the Tropico is brilliant. It's like Civilizations, but you get to be a dictator. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, not for me.
No.
Like I said, I've never met anyone who's ever even remotely been interested in
Good
Tropico.
fucking games.
But again, free games.
I don't think I remember even hearing about it until.
I never played. You never heard about the Tropical games?
I heard of them. Played too much.
That's one of the ones where it's like, you don't really take it in.
Yeah.
Until it's like, oh, count the games go on.
I've tried a couple. I think 3 and 4 I tried. But
Now,
yeah,
Escapist.
Escapist is a good game as well.
I was going to say, Ian is the Escapist man. Ian, why don't you tell us all about Escapist? We've got an hour to kill.
Oh, no, I don't want to bore everyone. We've got Escapist amazing game. Had to escape from prison. I speedrunning it. I was the first in the world to complete that Escapist too.
Whoop whoop.
And you took great pleasure in telling Team 17 that you did so.
Oh, yeah.
I did. I got free swag from them as well.
Oh, yeah.
When we spoke to them, they were very happy. They were like, "You're Nutty Ray?"
Well, the next, next podcast.
Thank you very much.
Next podcast, I expect to see some Escapist merch if you're going to be fucking rocking that for next week's show.
Oh, I'll bring it next show. I'll bring on my Escapist hoodie I got for getting first in the world. And I've got a bag as well, which I can probably
put it up to the wall behind you.
That's it. Like Dan does with his t-shirts.
Yeah. And speaking of his t-shirts, they're very lovely looking. Including the one he's wearing right
Where
now.
you got them from?
Dan, where did you get that from, please? Please regale us.
Myself, just a little website I know of, Have you heard of a little company called Insert Coin?
I think so.
Insert Coin? What is this?
What's this?
What are those?
What are you inserting into me?
Oh, God.
No, don't. No. Daniel, just carry on.
So, insertclothing.com.
No, insert coin clothing.
Insert
That's what I
coin
said.
clothing. No, you didn't.
Insert. Did I say whatever? Oh, right. Anyway,
He's got
stop.
insert something in his
What's
head.
in that water bottle of yours?
Vodka. Right. So, insertcoinclothing.com. Head over there. You can get yourself 20% off with the new. That's right. We've got a new code which is valid until December 22nd. December 2022. What is wrong with me today? Xbox Tavern 22. Probably. So Xbox Tavern 22 is the new code. You get 20% off.
Sure, it should be 22% off. But
well, we'd like it to be 22% off, but the old code, they couldn't regen it to make it go longer. So we've got a new code. So 22. It's valid until 22.
Ooh,
see how that worked?
Go for it. So go check it out. As I've said every week for the last, feels like 4 or 5 weeks, the new Resident Evil stuff is out. I finally ordered myself that Duke t-shirt.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the jacket.
Oh,
no, I did look at the jacket. It was a bit out of my price range, to be fair, even with the discount. But
it's out of your style range, more.
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
I mean, my style range is fucking zero. Let's be fair. So I will wear whatever. But yeah, go check it out. I ordered a few other things as well, which I will show hopefully next week when it all turns up. But yeah, Xbox Tavern 22 for 20% off your order at insertcoinclothing.com. And they're wonderful people. So go check them out.
They're lovely human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they do some fantastic clothes. So I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think we've just done a show.
We have.
Yay.
We have adulted and completed the show.
I mean, I don't know about adulted, but we finished the show.
Well, yeah.
So it's time for everyone's favourite segment.
Oh,
the Nip
yeah.
Plugs. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. If you made this far, you're a fucking hero, and we love you. We've been Xbox Tavern. You can check out xboxtavern.com for all of our wonderful content, including written reviews, opinions, occasionally, very occasionally, news, and various other bits and pieces to go check out there. You can follow us on Twitter at Xbox Tavern and youtube.com/Xbox Tavern Official, which is where we record this podcast each and every Sunday at 8 p.m.
Ish.
Thank you.
I was
And-
yawning mid yawn. So that's
A mid yawn ish will do me just fine. I've been Jamie and I've been at Enaxan, and I've been joined this week once again by Daniel,
Chucked about 80.
Ross,
Chaotic 8389.
Ian,
Natty Ray.
and Graham.
Graham Reaper.
Thank you ever so much and have a wonderful week. And we shall see you again next Sunday.
You can look,
Ooh,
but you
yeah.
can't touch.
And remember, pull up your pants
What?
and do the muscle man dance.
Oh, what the
Enjoy
fuck?
those cupcakes.
No, it's cupcakes.
Oh.
And
Recording
now I've
stop.
recorded.
Yeah.
Recording stop.